composition coming through from EDG, but a lot of ability to pick a team apart here from FPX when you
EDG were playing that so aggressively, especially when the heal is down for Hope, but Tian is not done yet. He wants to try and make another round, and Junji has disappeared.
Hope's going to be exhausted, and Tian wants to shut him down. Flash still available on this Kalista, but I don't think there's a way out of this one. LWX wants this first blood. He wants to start the series off right, and he'll do exactly that.
And this is brilliant from FPX to set up
the opportunity to stop Junji having the early game he wants. DMB's got support in the mid lane, and actually it's going to be the bot lane that's caught out. Mako in the middle of nowhere flashes, but you can't escape the troll. Crisp flashes away, and now Hope's been found out. Scout suddenly alone as he moves in, doesn't get the stun onto DMB. Junji has finally arrived, and Tian may be the one caught out now, but
push disadvantage through a potential dragon stun.
Yeah. Crisp even gets to go into the jungle and clear some vision away from EDG as well, and it feels like we're just a few minutes in, but
to the bottom side, catching EDG off.
EDG love to gank this top lane, though. They love to try and set Audi up, and they're going to do this onto Gimgoon, the weak side top laner for FPX, and he will just drop immediately.
And how many times do with EDG controlling this river, it sets them up to play that style? And against RNG, EDG found their success at these Rift Herald fights.
They could be pinched here, though. FX definitely want the fight. Here comes the call of the Forge God, and Tian going to be knocked up and taken down immediately. Crisp forced to flash away. DMB will find a stun onto Scout. Scout the weak misses as well. DMB still going to survive as the hook goes onto Audi, but you really can't take that one down just yet. There's a hook. There's a ton of CC as Gimgoon falls, and EDG have found this fight beautifully.
I mean, the series that we saw in the regular split, game number 1, EDG were taking these strange fights where they weren't the ones that controlled, they hadn't set up properly, but now in this
stealing away buffs from FPX, and speaking of stealing away, they're moving to the mid lane, and they're going to crack the first tower here with Herald. They get a hook as well. DMB has to flash. Very nicely done from EDG.
And even though EDG will trade this for a tower on the bottom side of the map, this is better for EDG because they can now move in, split the map, get vision control that they want, and potentially, I was going to say pick off LWX.
To push the envelope here.
And FPX and EDG are just trading objectives back and forth. Now you got LWX who's very quickly taking this tower on the top side, just the Felios things. But on the bottom side, Hope at a more reasonable pace will be taking this bot lane.
This is what a normal AD carry looks like. Go back, this is what the Aphelios looks like. It's just unholy to look at, honestly, but Hope will eventually be able to take that tier 1, but FPX, they've got the Aphelios, so why not use it? They're going to look for more damage onto a tier 2 now, but without it here, they decide maybe they can't overstay.
This is the difference, though, between FPX and EDG. I want you to look at the wave, or the ward coverage that they've got in that top side of the map, where you know exactly the way FPX have set up this play, because it's a win-win for them. Wave crashing top side, wave crashing bottom side. You, as EDG, can go towards Dragon, but we're going to go towards Rift Herald. So EDG are forced to draw themselves all over the map. Audi now TPing in, but no Call of the Forge God.
Going to be here, as you rightly say, no Ornhorn available. They're going to go for the Herald, and they will grab that, and they find themselves a kill onto Tian as well. Gimgoon stuck, forced to flash as well. Blast cone to save.
Take off Tian. Now they get the Rift Herald over towards the Dragon, and EDG, now we find our gold even, but Rift Herald still to play with.
EDG starting to accelerate for themselves, and we talked about the
pick by himself for quite a bit of it. He's managed to pick up the Infinity Edge and that Rune's Hurricane already, so don't underestimate what LWX can do in these team fights, and especially if he gets onto a Baron with Tian as a front line.
So we've got a bit of a trade going on here. EDG going to find themselves with a tier 1 in the top lane, but in the meantime, Gimgoon is like, all right, you're all going to make a play towards the top side. I'm going to stay on the bottom side because I've still got TP.
Yeah, but they don't have the Rift Herald, so now you've got LWX trying to crack up in a mid lane turret. He's going to back because EDG has disappeared, but it will be tower for tower, and again, this is FPX trading very effectively in this game.
How do you win a trade when you're the ones without a Herald? Here we go. FPX want to make something happen. They're going to find the hook, and this is Hope going down immediately. Now Mako, dredge line onto the wall, and he will get away with his life. So does Gimgoon as a 4v5 if Audi's not here in time. Destiny comes through. Teleport now from Audi. He wants to frontline this. He wants to be a brick wall for his team, but we've got a flank from Gimgoon. At the same time, he's getting in behind them. Hook down onto Audi, who's just not tanky enough. Tian goes down, though. It's a trade. Jungler for a top laner. EDG will take that for now, but Gimgoon is wreaking havoc, and it's a beautiful double as Junji goes down. Mako can't find another hook, and FPX onto the Dragon now. No jungler on either side. Bear in mind there's a Kalista. If Hope can stack some Rens, they could still find a Dragon here. Scouts head back to base, and that means FPX will find the Drake.
And this is where we see EDG struggle. We highlight them. This is and Warhorse as well, the coach, really turned things around in 2019 and found their success. Now Hope though.
Hope has to flash, but he's still going to get caught by the gold card. Stopwatch can't save you for too long, and everyone's arrived from FPX. The death sentence is exactly that. And with a Baron open and an Aphelios...
FPX, it looks like they're actually trying to base EDG in here, but if EDG don't go, they can just turn towards this Dragon in another few minutes, but here we go.
No hook goes through there. Crisp will find a hook. It's Junjia that gets straight onto the backline. Gimgoon is behind everyone though, and he's straight on Scout. Forces the flash. He's 1v4 right now, and the rest of the squad finally going to arrive, but Junjia's fallen. Mako's got nowhere to go. No flash available, and FPX with a perfect bait.
And I don't know why EDG opted into that fight. It wasn't so much the bait from FPX, it was EDG walking in, willing FPX to kill them. You don't have hope there for these fights. And this was the problem that I saw when I watched EDG versus FPX in the regular split. EDG taking these fights they had no business going for.
They didn't have hope available for the fight, and it meant that they had no hope in that fight either. Now FPX onto the Baron here, 3,000 remaining. Junjia is not available.
Audi has Smite though. He wants to try and make that play once again that he did against RNG.
He did it against RNG. We'll see if he can replicate that success once more. Has the flash, has the Smite. The rest of his squad is getting low though, and FPX are happy to stall this one out. They're just going to keep the Baron going, keep this fight going. Destiny has 2 more kills go to FPX. In goes Audi, but he just doesn't have the damage.
Does he?
Oh, maybe he does! He gets it! EDG somehow find it, and Audi is a beast!
How does he do it again? The Ornn isn't coming through, and even when Gimgoon's hitting onto him here, it's not enough. EDG do give over several kills in this fight though, so FPX will be stronger when this Baron buff wears off. But Audi has just stalled the game for EDG off this play. But keep your eyes on Gimgoon, because every single time he's sneaking in behind EDG.
Every time he's finding a way to get onto Hope and Scout. Here we go. It's not front to back because Gimgoon's in the backside right now. They're going to get the stun down onto him, and the collapse here from EDG. They're just going to focus the top laner. But in the meantime, the Dragon might just go down. That's it. No, it's stolen by EDG. Another steal for them, and now the fight as well. Hope's onto 2 and B, but he just doesn't have the damage. Audi flashes away. Hook goes wide. Now they try and collapse onto Scout, and Mako double kill again from LWX, and Hope without a hope or a prayer of getting away from this one. In goes Tian, flash on forwards. This will be yet more gold into the carries of FPX. One more auto will finish the job. One more pillar will stop the escape. Oh, the turret comes down. It's not quite enough. Hope escapes somehow. LWX ain't done though with a kill onto Mako.
And the Baron is up as well. So when Scout and Hope are trying to kite back, Joinby's putting pressure on one side, Gimgoon on another, and Tien and Chris are just free flying alongside LWX to keep them up, but that's not what they're doing. They're not placing those wards.
Get them out of your pockets. But it's important to mention that EDG, yes, they want this 5v5. Yes, they want a team fight. So the siege continues. This cannon minion was protected by Tian, and he'll be able to just finish this inhib off. In the meantime, Gimgoon is going to do a similar thing, and Doomby decides it's time to join his fellow solo laner. This will be a top lane inhibitor falling, and with them moving down, surely the mid lane as well. I don't think they're done just yet. They could look for more, but FPX, they're going to play this one safe for now. It's only game 1, so they decide to back away.
Will do this by the book, clearing out 2 of those inhibitors, and now they will be able to go towards this 3rd one. Baron buff is already going to, well, shortly go out, but they will manage to crack it 1 more.
Look, they had it long enough. That's all that matters. 3 inhibs fall, and this might just be the game because FPX aren't showing any signs of stopping just yet. They're muscling their way into the base. The supers are still a while off. Bear in mind these inhibs have only just been taken. The question is the Baron buff enough?
But look at the way these waves are collapsing. You got 2 more collapsing at just the right time.
Look at the damage. The Moonlight Vigil is disgusting. Audi can't get his own ult off, and that's 1 Nexus Tower falling. 20 seconds still on this Baron, and they're just going to focus the base. EDG health bars are getting low, and Hope desperately trying to do what he can, but he's CC'd for the whole fight and taken on down. Double for Gimgoon as he tears through the health bars, and EDG fall apart in game 1 with FPX in utter control.